Welcome back to the Disneyland map in Minecraft. This map is getting pretty big, as you can see, and today we're going to expand on it even more. So, without further ado, let's go. Alright gang, we are starting this episode, and actually we're going to spend the entire episode over on this side of the park. We're starting here with building the road that borders the east side of Disneyland. This is South Harbor Boulevard. This is the border of the map. This is as far east as this map is going to go. I'm not going any farther than this, but this is just a nice little border to set up an edge of the map. So it's looking real nice, and this is a cute little road here, and it's a nice border. It's got some nice trees and stuff. It's a good wall to finish off this side of the map, and this is going to go all the way down past California Adventure eventually when I build it. But there is this cute little kind of walkway area and that leads into the bus loading and unloading section that I built in I built the bus section a while ago, but this is pretty much just the road leading into there. And also the road where all of the other cars and stuff can just travel along. The cars that aren't going to Disneyland, this is where they go. And now we are coming over here into this big empty spot to fill in this big empty area, and we're going to put some beautiful trees in it. And as this episode is called, there's going to be a lot of trees. This episode is mainly just a bunch of trees. We're filling in some empty space. We're filling in with trees. There's a lot of, you're able to see through the park and see into the background, into the super flat world, and you realize that it's not a closed park, because you can see into the back, into the void and nothingness. But with these trees and everything here, the park seems a whole lot more enclosed, and it feels like a more realistic version of the park, and it feels a lot more realistic to what it looks like in real life, because you feel more closed in here, and it feels more cozy and stuff. So this whole part of Tomorrowland feels a whole lot more finished now that all of these trees are in here. And then the purple concrete line right there that you see is that is the track line for the Disneyland Railroad. So in a few moments we're going to actually make the train stop. There's a little train stop in this section back here for Tomorrowland, so we're going to get that in a moment, but not before adding in some little back industrial buildings for the Star Wars launch bay right there. Nothing too crazy. It's all going to get filled up with trees, so you're not even going to see that little building that I just made. But there we go. I'm getting the pathway and everything set up for the actual station stop. That blue wall that I'm placing, that's where the actual building itself is going to be for the little station area. And like I was doing before, we're just filling up this area with trees. We got to start with a nice little hill here, so it's not all flat, because in real life there's a little hill here, so I had to put it in the game too. There we go. Nice coarse dirt, give it a little gradient with some grass blocks there, and then get the shrubs and bushes on top, and then finishing it with the trees. That's kind of the pattern that I take. Gradient the ground, and then add the underbrush and stuff like that, and then finish off with the trees and adding the leaves. So yeah, that's kind of the process that I do. If you guys want some, I don't know, tips to fill up your own worlds, that's kind of what I do. But there we go, and then we get some smaller little trees in there to fill in the space there. And then we're going to come into this little spot and add the station building. Nothing too special or anything at all. Just a flat little roofed building there, the fun stuff. And then we're going to finish off over here. Short episode, might I say. You could tell by the video length, this was a shorter episode, but we did get a lot of trees and stuff done. Here we are on the Tomorrowland Speedway. Actually, hold on. That's Disney World. This is Autotopia in Disneyland, but we are coming into this little corner over here and sort of just detailing this area up, getting these nice little bushes and stuff. I think this is like a dried creek bed. That sand there and the stripped birch wood, I think that's supposed to be a dried creek bed, because that's what it looks like in real life. So there's that. And then also you can see I'm extending the monorail track, and I added a cute little like a safety bar for the elevated parts of the Autotopia road. So there's that, and then I'm coming around and just finishing off some final details for the pathway and adding in some final little shrubs and bushes, and it's looking super cute. And this whole area is turning out really nice. When I get that pond over there built up in the corner, that's going to look really, really nice, and that's kind of the last thing I need to do in this area, other than finishing up the rest of the trees and all of that stuff. But here we go. This is going to be the last clip for for this short little quick Disneyland video, just adding some more of the bushes and filling in all these empty spaces here. You can see there we got some trees coming in, and then we're going to come up into the corner here and add our final little batch of trees, and then we're going to get into some beautiful, lovely cinematics. So I want to thank you guys for watching. This was a quick little video. I know I'm trying to spend some time to work on some really, really big projects that I want to get finished, so forgive me for that. It's going to be worth it. I promise. I want to get Disneyland done by the end of this year, so you guys have that to look forward to. But here we are getting into some cinematics. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video on my channel, whatever that might be. And have a great day, guys. And until the next video, goodbye. Finally, let me give a big thank you to all my patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. And a big fat thank you to my $10 supporters: Caleb Henry, Linda Figler, Chandler Hadley, Justin Kim, Voe, Walker Army, and Exotic Sponge. Thank you guys so much for your support. Have a great day, guys, and goodbye.